In Southwest Florida, we share our ecosystem with a whole lot of fantastic creatures. Cranes and crocs, alligators, even coyotes.
Yeah, and when those animals need a helping hand, Crow is always there. Well, the Clinic for Rehabilitation and Wildlife broke ground today in Sanibel after a long recovery from Hurricane Ian. Wink News environmental reporter Liz Byro was there to see it all unfold.
This brown pelican arrived at Crow a week ago. Thin, weak, with suspected red tide poisoning. Veterinarian Dr. Robin Bass told me it affects the nervous system of wildlife.
Sometimes they're unable to control their legs or their head, and they can have tremors in their eyes as well, or even seizures. Sometimes they lose the ability to blink their eyes as well, which is what happened in his case. And then he developed ulcers on his corneas because he couldn't blink.
At the Clinic for the Rehabilitation of Wildlife, staff also treated this limpkin for a broken leg and this baby white ibis.
We see over 6,000 patients a year, so that's the number of animals that wouldn't receive care if we weren't here to help them.
They treat more than 200 different species: burrowing owls, gopher tortoises, pelicans, all thoughtfully painted on these shovels. Yay. Shovels that broke ground to celebrate rebuilding nearly a year after Hurricane Ian.
Our enclosures took the worst of the storm, but we knew that based on how the enclosures that were built in 2022, how they survived, we knew that building back was going to mean building for Crow's future.
Despite storm surge impacting this entire area, structures built by Liberty Aluminum Company survived. So they're building 6 more.
It's a hospital, and it needs to be constructed with a code that's adequate for a hospital.
So this hospital can continue rehabilitating our wildlife. Liz Byro, Wink News.
And Crow estimates that the enclosures will be complete by next April. All right, coming up next, a class